Hello everyone, this is Maki. Today, I'm introducing a Gundam from the Unrecorded Gundam series. It's the Gundam Asmoday. It appears in the Urdr-Hunt spin-off story and is part of the Gundam frame line. Its pilot is Lenzi Dabisco. The Gundam Asmoday may hold clues to the mysteries of the Calamity War, an important event in the world of orphans. Let me offer a small word of caution. This time, I'll talk a bit about spoilers from the Urdr-Hunt story. I'll try not to reveal the ending or major plot twists, but if you want to enjoy the story without knowing anything beforehand, it might be better to skip this episode. Are you ready? Alright, then. Let's begin our analysis of the Gundam Asmoday. The Gundam Asmoday is one of the most valuable Gundam frames in the world of orphans. By the time the Unrecorded Orphans story takes place, Gundam frames are old machines manufactured over 300 years ago. Of the 72 Gundam frames produced, only 26 had been confirmed by the time the story begins. Additionally, due to the damage they suffered during the Calamity War 300 years earlier, and the fact that parts were sold off, almost none of the Gundam frames still exist in their original condition. Asmodeus is not among the 26 recorded units. Asmodeus went missing during the Calamity War. Many believed it was lost in battle, but that was incorrect. In the Urdr-Hunt story, Asmodeus is found in a place where ships and mobile suits have difficulty entering. It went missing before ever being deployed in real combat. Because of this, all of its armor and equipment are still in brand new and used condition. As of now, Asmodeus is the only Gundam frame that remains exactly as it was during the Calamity War. Why did Asmodeus go missing before being deployed? Does it have the same capabilities as other Gundam frames when the limiters are removed? Many mysteries remain. We'll have to wait until the truth is revealed in future stories. Asmodeus was originally equipped with the Yabichiano system. However, its pilot, Lenzi Dabisco, never underwent the necessary surgery to use the system. For this reason, the Enso cockpit that he originally piloted was transplanted into Asmodeus so that he could operate it. Since Lenzi is already familiar with the cockpit, he is able to handle Asmodeus immediately. He controls the powerful output of the Gundam frame with ease and fights alongside the Gundam Hajiroboshi as its partner. Asmodeus has a unique characteristic that no other Gundam possesses. As I mentioned earlier, it went missing before ever being deployed in actual combat. In the story, Rio and his team eventually encounter mobile armor. When the mobile armor sees the Hajiroboshi, it reacts strangely. When its memory data is displayed, a Gundam resembling Hajiroboshi appears. That machine is the Gundam Maki. The mobile armor begins focusing its attacks on Hajiroboshi. Its fierce hostility towards Gundams, its natural enemies, is unleashed. However, the mobile armor shows no reaction toward Asmodeus. This reflects the fact that Asmodeus never engaged in real combat and therefore does not exist in the mobile armor's memory. Yet, Asmodeus is equipped with the twin reactor system, a trademark of all Gundam frames. Does this mean that mobile armors cannot detect the A half-wave generated by the twin reactor system? It's another mystery within the Urdr-Hunt story. I'm curious to see what battles Asmodeus and the mobile armors will face in the future. Now, let's take a look at the Gundam Asmodeus' weapons. Since they were produced during the Calamity War, they are all incredibly valuable. The first is the rifle. It's a very simple name. It's a 110mm caliber rifle designed for anti-mobile suit use. Despite being an anti-mobile suit weapon, it lacks the power to inflict fatal damage on the mobile suit's non-laminate armor. It seems to be designed mainly as a support weapon for close-quarters combat. To avoid hindering its performance in close combat, the barrel is short and its range is limited. Interestingly, many official setting books state that Asmodeus was discovered with all its original equipment intact. This means that the rifle is also part of its original loadout. It wasn't prepared by Urdr-Hunt and the others. The Calamity War was a conflict between mobile armors and humanity. Mobile armors commanded small units called mechas. However, they did not command mobile suits. So why was Asmodeus equipped with a weapon intended for mobile suits? Let's look forward to the day that mystery is revealed. Next is the Gigant Javelin. It's an extremely large weapon. As its name suggests, it is designed to be thrown at the enemy. Although it resembles a sword, only the tip has a cutting edge. Therefore, its cutting ability is limited to the belly tip. However, because it is large and heavy, it can also be used as a bludgeoning weapon. The blade section can be launched at high speed toward the enemy using wires and thrusters. This makes it useful in close to mid-range combat. Next is the Grand Tonfa. A tonfa is a weapon from an ancient Japanese martial art, originating in the region of Okinawa in Japan. Tonfas can be used in various ways depending on how they are held. However, the pilot Lindsay does not have specialized martial arts training. Therefore, there are no scenes in which he uses sophisticated fighting techniques like a trained martial artist. The extended end of the weapon contains an explosive power launching mechanism. Using explosives to unleash strikes at extremely high speeds allows it to break through even the sturdiest armor. The tonfa can perform attacks similar to the pile bunker, a popular weapon type seen in many robot anime. It even has a mechanism that ejects the spent casing after firing, making it a very cool weapon. Then there are the claws on its legs. Asmodeus seems to specialize in the combat style, where he locks down the enemy with a kick, pinning them in place, and then destroys them with the Grand Tonfa. The claws can also be used to stabilize the body in unstable terrain. Lastly, there are the grenades. There are 4 shots mounted at the waist. However, these are not intended to directly damage the enemy. They contain smoke-producing warheads that are used to obstruct the enemy's vision and allow Asmodeus to cross in for close-quarters combat. It is currently unknown whether other types of warheads exist. There is also no official setting that states the smoke contains materials which interfere with mobile armor sensors. The weapon seems designed to fight mobile suits piloted by humans. Currently, however, not much information is available regarding these grenades. By analyzing the weapons, we can see even more clearly that Asmodeus is shrouded in mystery. What kind of situation was this Gundam frame originally designed for? The true combat capabilities of Asmodeus remain shrouded in mystery. It appears with all its performance capabilities intact from the time of the Calamity War. However, unlike the Gundam Maki, it does not demonstrate overwhelming power. Could this be because the regional system was removed from the cockpit? Or is it due to Lindsay's lack of experience? He has the skill to fight alongside Urdr-Hunt and survive. Still, unlike Maki or Cal-re-A, he has not received formal military training. Unlike mechas Yuki or Kihiro, he hasn't lived through harsh battlefields repeatedly. If the Urdr-Hunt story continues, I'd love to see Asmodeus' true potential revealed. Some people may feel that its design resembles the Gundam Ethos, which appears in Gekko, another iron-blooded orphan spin-off. It is unknown at this time whether or not Asmodeus and Astaros have any in-universe connection. Both were designed by Peigobu. In the real world, Asmodeus and Astaros are like siblings. Whether they are connected in the story depends on how things unfold in the future. It really makes you curious about the continuation of Urdr-Hunt, doesn't it? Thank you for watching until the end. See you in the next episode.